4 Kids by Kids News, Week 2.
Hello and welcome to 4 Kids by Kids News. This week we're going to talk about spies, tiny cameras, and much more. Something very weird is happening right now in New South Wales. A waterfall is flowing not down, but up. Due to some extreme winds, the wind has pushed the water up the cliff instead of going down the cliff. Can a giant tortoise really survive without water or anything to eat? Yes, the Galapagos giant tortoise can survive without eating or drinking for a year. Scientists from the University of Washington created a tiny camera that only weighs 1/100th of an ounce. That weighs nothing. The tiny camera can fit on the backs of beetles. The camera is mounted on an arm that allows the camera to move side to side as the beetle moves, so scientists can see exactly what the beetle is seeing. You can see in that picture there how tiny the camera is. I don't even imagine how they could even wire all of that. You can see the wires are just so tiny. I just think that's crazy how someone could make something so small. You would never guess what they're doing in Seoul, South Korea to control the coronavirus. They have bus stops that can take temperature. You can see in the picture there, the bus stop is covered in glass and it has a glass sliding door that you walk up to and it takes your temperature. And if your temperature is below 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, the doors will open. If you're above 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, the doors won't open and you're not allowed in the bus station. Even though you don't have fever while you're in the bus station, you still do have to wear your mask. Animal spies? Since the 1960s, the U.S. military has been training dolphins to be spies. Through echolocation, sending out sounds that bounce off nearby objects, dolphins can get a very accurate picture of what's around them. Trained dolphins can find intruders in restricted waters, find lost equipment, and place trackers on ships or divers. Other countries also put animals to work. In 2019, a beluga whale was found in Norway wearing a harness with Russian words on it. Many think the whale was used as a spy. And you can see in the picture on the dolphin's fin, I think that's a tracker for the dolphin. And also that's what does the echolocation, which sends out the sound waves that bounce off the nearby objects. Meanwhile, Kamala Harris breaks barriers as nominee for U.S. Vice President. Do you know? She's a senator from California. She's the first person of color to be nominated for VP by a major politics party. She joins presidential candidate Joe Biden on the Democratic ticket. And while all that's happening, wildfires burn in California, the size of Rhode Island. Just here in LA, we have a wildfire in the Angeles Forest that's burned 31,000 acres. Thanks for watching this week's episode of 4 Kids by Kids News.